Welcome to Badminton Unlimited, your weekly access to badminton action and beyond. This week, we catch up with Denmark's rising star, taking on the best in the world, Victor Axelsen. And we report on the development work being done by Badminton Germany to maintain their status in international badminton. Despite its small population size, 5.5 million, Denmark has contributed greatly to international badminton's talent pool. The men's singles has traditionally been its strongest format, and it continues until today. A glance at the world rankings will give you all the evidence you need. Both Janno Jorgensen and Hans Christian Vittingus are in the top 10. While these two are seasoned players, there is a younger shuttler making giant strides. 21-year-old Victor Axelsen broke into the world's top 10 recently, and he's loving being at the big boys' table.
I think my progress has been really good. I'm happy about where I'm at the moment. It has been a big goal for me to break into the top 10 in the world, and to be here now is a really good thing for me, I think.
Badminton Unlimited was in Basel at the recently concluded Swiss Open, where we caught up with the world number 6 to check on his remarkable progress. Last year, the Odense native had given us exclusive access to his tournament routine. That ended on a winning note, with the lanky Dane clinching his first major title. And although he couldn't successfully defend his crown this time around, Axelsen is still grateful for that moment, one that has paved the way for his growing stature.
The tournament was really important for me because I was trying to qualify for the World Championships, and this title made it possible for me and secured me a place at the World Championships. Now I'm able to get seeded in the biggest tournaments of the world, and then that makes the opportunities a bit larger than otherwise. So I'm really happy about that.
The right-hander's career has been on an upswing since then, making it to at least the quarterfinals at most of the tournaments he entered. But his most memorable, after his Swiss success last year, was grabbing a bronze in front of his home crowd at the Li-Ning BWF World Championships.
Badminton players are always dreaming of winning medals at the big championships, so to win a bronze medal on home court in Denmark was a dream coming true. I was really happy about my performance there, and it's one of these tournaments that you will remember for the rest of your life. So I'm really happy that I got this experience, and it made me believe even more in myself for the future.
These coming-of-age performances have prompted bigger expectations of the young Scandinavian. While they may have added pressure on his shoulders, the Dane has remained positive about it.
I think that it's just a part of the game. When you're doing good, people would have high expectations for you, and I try to use that as a motivation for practicing hard and to looking further. And I really think that I can use that to motivate myself, and that's an important thing for me. I don't see it as a negative thing, but I'm just seeing it as people believe in me, and that's really good.
Axelsen has started the year strongly. A semi-final finish in January's Syed Modi International Badminton Championships and a runners-up spot in Basel. No individual title as yet, but at last month's European Mixed Team Championships, Axelsen was an integral part of the victorious Danish side. Was a record 15th triumph for the country at the biennial tournament, and it continues a winning tradition that has inspired many of its players with its emphasis on team. So with the Sudirman Cup coming up in May, Axelsen hopes to reprise his role for the red and white again.
When we go to the European Mixed Championships with the Danish flag on our shirts, people have high expectations for us. We lost 2 years ago to Germany, which was not really good result for us. So it was really good to be able to get back gold to Denmark. So we were really happy about our performance. The Sudirman Cup is really important for me personally and for Denmark as well. I don't know if I will get selected from the Danish national team yet, but I hope that I will go with the Danish team to China. Always when we play these team events, we want to do really well and we want to get a medal back home to Denmark. So this time is no exception. So I really hope that the Danish team can do well and yeah, I really believe in our strong team.
Glory for the country aside, 2015 will prove to be a crucial time for Axelsen as he joins the rest of the best players in the world in a bid to make it to the Rio Olympics. As the qualifying period for the Summer Games gets underway in May, there will be the usual intense pressure to earn enough points for a ticket to Brazil.
My goals for 2015 will of course be the qualification for the Olympics in Rio de Janeiro. But you know, I really try to look at it this way, that you know, it's just a normal tournament like everything else. So I don't want to get it too much into my head. So I just want to focus on one tournament at a time, and you know, keep working hard in practice, and then I'm sure that the results will come. I know that it will be really tough, both physically and mentally, because we have a lot of travels, and you know, you can't really not think about you know, trying to get points and stuff like that. So it will be an important period of time for all of us, and I really hope that I can do well and qualify for the Olympics.
These are exciting times for Victor Axelsen. Possessing genuine world-class talent, the youngster from Denmark is poised to carry on his country's proud tradition of producing elite shuttlers. In this week's trivia, we want you to tell us who this person is. I was born in South Korea. I've been with the national team since 2006. I won the Yonex Sunrise Hong Kong Open last year. Find out who this person is after the break.
不能说的秘密。五月天跟周杰伦。最喜欢食物，苹果。看影片。假动作。法国躺在地上的时候。教练就叫我坚持下去，坚持到底。
When we get back, we report on how Badminton Germany is hoping to sustain their powerhouse status in European badminton. Earlier, we asked you to name this person. I was born in South Korea. I have been with the national team since 2006. I won the Yonex Sunrise Hong Kong Open last year. The answer is Son Won-ho. The 26-year-old Korean shuttler was born in Changwon. Son is currently ranked 5th in the world and is Korea's leading men's singles player. He won the Yonex Sunrise Hong Kong Open after defeating world champion Chen Long in straight games 21-19, 21-16 in 57 minutes. 2015 Yonex Dutch junior champion Max Weiskirchen. 2014 European Under-17 junior champion Yvonne Lee. Their names may not yet be very familiar to many international badminton enthusiasts, but they are Germany's up-and-coming.
Ich bin auf jeden Fall sehr stolz, dass ich den Adler auf der Brust
I am very proud to represent Germany. I try to play well as much as I can and do my best for my country.
Und dem Land halt so auch was wiedergebe.
I want to be the best of Germany sometime in the future, and it's my goal. And not only the best of Germany, but maybe become in the world.
Max and Yvonne are both products of Germany's junior program. The training centres responsible for the nation's hopefuls are located all across Germany. Badminton Unlimited visited one of them in Mulheim, the city district of Cologne. When our team dropped by, the under-11 side were already knee-deep in their routine.
When we talk about junior, I think first we can talk about under 11, which we see. The main goal is to get a lot of people into the venue and to play badminton. And first, it's really important that all children have a lot of fun. And then there's the way for Germany to be very good in technique, a racket and also for the legs. Our aim in Germany is, of course, to be one of the best nations in Europe. And the first steps are here. And the idea of this system is to have a national system from the beginning at the age of 7 to the age of 19.
Amongst the badminton nations in Europe, Germany is considered one of the big three and currently ranked 9th in the world team ranking. They are keen to maintain their elite status on their continent and seeking ways to improve their standing globally. But finding and developing young talent in the country is difficult.
So Germany is a sport nation, so we have a challenge of a lot of different sports here in Germany. We have a challenge with our school system, so it makes not so easy for the kids to give 100% for the sport, and we have this education system where the school is very important in Germany.
Whilst Germany has a strong domestic club system that acts as the backbone for developing talent, finding and engaging that talent has to start much earlier. Badminton Germany has a two-pronged approach to seeking out potential new players. It arranges national tournaments in the hope of attracting and assessing the best young hopefuls. Second to this, it tries to introduce badminton to schools.
We have also started a school program. This is from the BWF developed school program. It's called Shuttle Time, which also support us to develop the kids and also the teachers to support the sport badminton in whole Germany.
For this week especially, I go to school and to show the children what is badminton. First, mostly I show them what it is, and I hope that they have a lot of fun in this 1 hour I am there, and then they can come to me if they want, and then we start training for 1 year. And if they are a little bit talented, if they learn good, then we go the next step.
Introducing badminton through the school system has begun to pay off, as there has been an increase in the young talent pool.
Also ich wurde auch in der Schule gesichtet.
A coach came to my school during our sports lesson and looked for kids who can play badminton well. Those children would then receive a letter of invitation for a trial lesson. I was one of them.
Und halt eine Einladung, das mal auszuprobieren. Und da war ich bei.
The promising youngsters who arrive at the National Training Centre in Mulheim are put through a training regime set on building their physical and mental capabilities.
We want to develop an athlete, a real good badminton athlete for the seniors. That means we have a special badminton technique, but we do also something else. So they learn to juggle with balls, they need rhythm, and they should have also really fast feet. So we do something special, exercises from other sports.
In a country where youngsters have an abundance of sporting choices, Germany will always find it hard to attract the best athletes to badminton. But the association is determined to do what it can to maintain the quality of its players. With a well-run development program and excellent facility, they are certainly on the right path. Time to find out who's hot in international badminton. This week in the BWF World Rankings, we concentrate on the men's singles and a player who's carrying on his good form from the end of the 2014 season, India's #1 shuttler, Kidambi Srikanth. The 22-year-old's scorching form saw him earn an unexpected spot at the BWF Destination Dubai World Superseries finals in December. He started 2015 at the Syed Modi International Badminton Championships, where he finished runner-up to compatriot Kashyap Parupalli. His rhythm was off at the All Englands, but he recovered at the recently concluded Swiss Open when he took the title.
The first ever Indian man to take a title here at the Swiss Open.
That win saw him rise to 4th. Don't forget to log on to www.bwfbadminton.org to find out more about the best players in international badminton and to get the latest news. After the break, we catch up with Australia's dynamic duo, Gronya Somerville and Leanne Chu. Let's find out how badminton is doing from other parts of the world. This week, we get a postcard from Sri Lanka.
Hi, I'm Niluka Karunaratne. Let me tell you about badminton in my country, Sri Lanka. I think it's a very popular game. It's maybe the second most popular game in Sri Lanka. More than 1 million people playing at the recreation level and the professional level. It's a very popular game in Sri Lanka. I started playing badminton when I was 8 years old in 1993. It's because of my father who took me to the game badminton, and that's how I started. We don't have clubs in Sri Lanka. We don't have badminton clubs playing in this country, but we do have a lot of schools, a lot of junior players are playing for schools, and we do have junior tournaments, a lot of junior tournaments who are playing badminton. More than 5,000 juniors are playing badminton in this country. And then the national level, we do have a junior players and the national level. That's how it works in Sri Lanka. I think we have a very rich history about the game, because one fact is we started playing Thomas Cup. Thomas Cup is the most prestigious team event in this world, in the badminton world. It's we started playing Thomas Cup before the most leading badminton countries in the world at the moment. So we have a lot of history about the game, how it came, and those days, like old days, used a lot of badminton top level players used to come to Sri Lanka and play Thomas Cup, and we used to go abroad, and like that we have a history about the game.
We continue our series of stories from our recent visit to New Zealand with a catch-up with Australia's winning doubles team, Leanne Chu and Gronya Somerville. The duo first came together 6 months ago when they were trying out new partnerships. And in their very first tournament together, they finished runners-up at the 2014 Auckland International. On their third outing here in Auckland, they went a step further by claiming their first title together at the recently concluded Extreme Oceania Championships.
I think when we started, we felt like a click, so I think there's chemistry that was kind of already there when we started, but yeah, I don't know, what do you think?
Yeah, I think we're both kind of excited when we play, so it kind of rub off on each other, we fire each other up in that way. And also in a training environment, we work really well together, we're both very motivated and we push each other, so that's really good.
With playing styles that complement each other, the duo use their right-hand, left-hand combination to their advantage and consider it one of their strong points. With their partnership still at a nascent stage, the girls are constantly working out the finer points of their game.
I think for any badminton player there's a lot of areas that you can improve, but I think a big thing for us is still getting used to the partnership and knowing where the other person's going and what they're thinking and stuff like that. And then personally for me, I still want to improve my defence a lot more and my rear court.
24-year-old Leanne took up the sport when she was 8 years old and started training at the age of 12. She participated in 3 World Junior Championships and made it to the quarterfinals of the women's doubles event at the 2012 Olympic Games in London with then-partner Renuga Viren.
2012 Olympics was pretty amazing. Obviously my first Olympics, so we ended up making it to the quarterfinals. So as you know, there were 4 pairs that got disqualified. So it was a good opportunity for my partner Renuga and I to make a result, but just unlucky against Canada at the end. But the whole experience at Olympics, like staying in the village, seeing other athletes, it was once in a lifetime kind of thing. It was the best result Australia had ever gotten, so it was, yeah, something to be proud about.
The game may not be the most popular sport down under, but 19-year-old Gronya Somerville is definitely its most prominent face. She's turning heads with her beauty and famous ancestry. Somerville is the great-great-granddaughter of Kang Youwei, a renowned Chinese scholar and political reformer who rose to prominence during the late Qing dynasty. Product of a national identification program, Jump Smash, Gronya was part of the Australian squad at the 2012 Uber Cup in China, where she attracted a lot of attention.
It just started because they were doing a 5-minute kind of TV thing on me because I was the youngest player in the whole tournament. And then they just interviewed some of the players, and one of them was my coach. And he just mentioned that I was related to Kang Youwei. He's my great-great-grandfather. And then the reporters just kind of went a little crazy with that and started interviewing me and stuff like that.
We asked Gronya whether she enjoyed all the attention from her male fans.
Maybe, I'm not sure.
Just say yes, it's okay. Don't be embarrassed. That's a yes.
When not sparring on court, Leanne and Gronya attend university in Melbourne. Balancing training, competition and studies can sometimes pose quite a challenge.
Just time management, I think, is really important with training, with our schedule and having university. But we talk to the coaches, and if there's an issue, we just try and sort it out with them. But yeah, I think time management's a big one with trying to do both.
So the year before last, I actually had to sit at a VCE exam, my English exam at World Juniors, and I think there were 2 other players that also did that. So it was in Thailand, and you have to sit at the same time as the Melbourne students are sitting it. So we had to sit at 5 a.m, which was quite difficult. So we did the exam for 2 hours, and then straight away we had to go to the courts and play our match. So it was difficult, but it's what we had to do.
With the badminton calendar just getting underway, Gronya and Leanne have set some realistic goals for themselves.
I think this year for me and as a partnership, I just really want to work on our game and see the areas where we can improve on, and I think rankings and results come after that. But if you're talking about what we want to specifically achieve, then we're targeting Olympics for Rio next year. So I think when qualification starts in May, we're looking to play a lot of tournaments.
Will this new combination of Leanne Chu and Gronya Somerville bring accolades for Badminton Australia? With their determination, skill and competitive spirit, we definitely hope so. We at Badminton Unlimited will be looking out for them. Before we go, let's find out what's happening on the international circuit in our Badminton Unlimited calendar. Next week on Badminton Unlimited, we're in Jamaica to report on how the association is developing badminton in the country. See you next week.